Respect to the mountain. 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 Live here from number 11 of Orisha Stone. You are now tuned in with free gems. Scroll 3. This is the introduction of the 13 dragons, and I'm with my Naga himself, Kush of Kush. How you doing, guy? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I say welcome back.
Welcome back. Where you just came from? You look like you just came from conquering some shit.
Man, I just came off the world tour for this kabaddi, the sport, the international sport of Kush, of the Kushite, of Kushim Empire. It's a 4,000-year-old sport, and I'm the captain of the United States national team. We've currently been on tour, traveling the world, traveling the United States, spreading this amazing sport from sea to shining sea. And it's great to map these old ley lines and bring them back to the new sport. So update the culture.
You just said, I'm sorry, we can't fast forward. You just said a lot of stuff. We just started, hold on.
Yeah.
You said kabaddi is what now?
Yeah, so kabaddi is the national sport of Kush, right?
Kush,
So,
you mean Kushite, like the land of Kush?
yes, and not even the Kushite dynasties of Egypt that we're speaking about, the 18th or the 21st.
You talking about bloodlines that bled into India?
Yeah, I'm talking about
Naga.
prehistory.
So you're talking about tapping into an ancient Kemetic, or not even Kemetic, like almost like a yoga mixed with. We're gonna have to catch that one because we got a lot to talk about. But I really like the fact that you're tapping into not just the spiritual aspect of it, not just the look aspect of it, not just the fad aspect of it, but you went and did the research and you're tapping into a energy aspect that this is something that they were. Okay. So today, man, what do we got on the agenda for today, brother? Tell me, like, what is this with the introduction to 13 dragons? I hear about these guys. What's going on? I'm hearing everybody into the Nomo now, which is funny because the Bronze Kingdom has been here for over 4 years now. But neither here nor there.
Right.
We're in the house of Olokun. We're in the house of God. We're in the house of the Nomo. We're in the house of the Dogon. Hold on. Welcome back, my brother. Get some of this right here.
Oh, bless.
I'll say, let's start this off right. I'll say, today is February 2nd, 2022. And may the ones that have been really on this path, the ones that are really on this path, the ones that are really seeking, find their way and have everything in this life and the next that they strive for. I say. And find each other, man. Find your tribe. I say.
That's some good stuff. What is this?
That's that Black Dragon tea.
Okay.
You gonna have that a biggie, Miss Phoenix.
Peace, God.
Miss Rue. You gonna have to ask the goddess.
Yeah, please, goddess, let me know what is in that, because that was delicious. That was amazing.
Oh, wow. So it's
jasmine dragon pearl green tea, fenugreek seed, chamomile, red raspberry, peppermint, maca root, butterfly pea, elderberry, and honey, which gives it that sweetness.
chlorophyll. I filled it up with a lot of goodies. I'll write down the
I
ingredients.
know sea legit when I taste it though.
Yes.
We got no sea legit in it?
It is
Yeah,
She Legit in
definitely
there.
has
She
that.
Legit,
I know because
straight
I
from
love
Russia.
sea legit, bro. And we about to start this. All right, so
So
that's
a little bit, right?
you gonna have to check out the Beefy Roo about that Black Dragon tea, man, because she got that sea legit. You just heard some of the things she was saying. She has different teas. I think she sells those at Bronze Kingdom. Come check her out.
I
Her
do
store is
tea packs,
amazing.
and I
Her
also sell She
botanica,
Legit jars.
her wellsprings is beautiful. So let's get into this interview real quick, bro. I ain't gonna hold with no further ado, man. Like I said, I want to get that manifestation off right. We just did the toast. It's actually 2:20 right now. I'm taking it serious, bro.
Let's do it.
The manifestation is real. I want to talk about this dragon path because we've been on this path now for about 4 or 5 years now. Solid for the last 3. And I want to tap into it because first off, let's start it off right and say respect to the Monte.
Respect to the Monte.
Respect to the Monte. Respect to the Monte. I say. And we say respect to the Monte for the elements that are all around us right now, north, south, east, west. We respect our ancestors, north, south, east, west, known and unknown. I say. And that's a real thing. So the tea is for us, for our health, but it's also for a salutation for our ancestors and our spirit guides, and where we're trying to go as wise men in this crazy times. But my brother, you staying focused on it. I'm loving it. This 13 Dragon stuff, bro. Let's go and get it on the floor, man. What's this 13 Dragon thing all about? It sound good. What is 13 Dragon thing?
And 13 dragons are essentially the unlocking of the DNA strands, unlocking of the melanin from a global perspective, from all walks of life, all aspects, right? There's this, people are commonly misconstrued to say that the DNA strand is 2 strands when it's actually 12, right? But the DNA strand makes up something, and that is the 13th dragon. The 13th is the hidden one. You have 12 astrological signs, but what do they make up? The 13th. You know what I mean? The dragon, you have 12 musical keys, but what do they make up?
I'm
That's
sorry.
parts to a whole.
You got to slow down on that one. You said the hidden one. People you fast forward over there and said the hidden one. I'm the type of person to be like, so what's hidden? And what is the hidden one and where's the hidden at? That's the so when you say hidden one, I'm automatically in my studies because I'm on this book right here called The Return of the Serpent's Wisdom, and this is a very, very powerful study book.
Isn't that how we even linked up?
This is actually how we linked because bro got a book, the same book. This is how you know when people are on the same path as you because y'all meet each other through y'all studies. This is actually written by Mark Amaru Pinkham. And I love the Amaru part because that goes to the Florida serpents, the Florida dragons, the Amaru tribe, the Khan tribe. That's a real thing, man. Take the time to research that, look it up. Don't take my word for it. I'm gonna hit you with the Jordan. It's in the book. Or you can YouTube it. You have an unlimited library in your cell phone right now. So when you said the hidden one, if we're talking about Osiris or we're talking about third eye, because that's hidden, they classified it, they hid it.
Right.
So you're talking about 12 DNA strands. Okay, go ahead, fam. So that's what you're talking about, the third eye and the hidden scenario?
Yeah, so essentially everything that matters doesn't necessarily show up in a physical form, obviously, right?
Sure.
So for a dragon to be as powerful and as high vibrational as it is, it in its pure form is not being able to be seen on the visible spectrum. But you can see it's almost like photonegative or a residue or a light signature through.
That's science. That's science. You can actually look into the Virgo constellation, and there's a dragon in the constellation. You can see the face in like what you just said about the red. That's why they're shipping gold that's literally why they're shipping gold into space right now. Look up the gold satellite. Did you hear about that one in 2018?
Yeah, it's a telescope that they sent in. It's supposed to be better than the Hubble telescope, but it has a gold film, over the lenses, and that's how it's able to see infrared. That's
infrared, yeah. But they've actually, this is science. Going back to this dragon thing, and like I said, still going back to your third eye, because you're when you start studying this, and he also said global, whether you be into Australia at the Rainbow Serpent, where you're going to Dambala and his wife, the Rainbow Serpent, where you're going to a Thoth swimming across the seas and educating. And going back to this, we're also in 222. Bro, I gotta throw this out there, man. Everybody talking about Black History right now, and I'm gonna just run with it. I don't go against nothing no more. I go with Florida Universe.
What's up?
Black History Month. Mansa
Abu Bakr
the second.
Yep.
I'll say.
The Mariner Prince.
Respect.
Yeah. Well, firstly, he rode over on dragon ships.
We just gonna throw that out there. Keep going.
Right. Secondly, he and his people from Mali were responsible for linking and teaching the Aboriginal people of America and bringing them up to date, bringing them up to speed. They established civilization, they established culture in South America.
How can you prove that?
Central America, you can see. How can you prove that? They Came Before Columbus is a great book by Ivan Van Sertima, but it's almost equal the artifacts that are that have been found.
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not big on books because they can remix it, right? But you saying artifacts. You can't look truth written in stone. What kind of artifacts do they got over there in these places that you talking about? This you just know we're gonna go back to. I gotta take it back. You said that Mansa Abu Bakr II rode on dragon ships, 3,000 dragon ships. So that ties into the whole connection with him and Mansa Musa, right?
Oh, for sure.
But he rode on these 3,000 dragon ships to the South Americas, and you can see these hieroglyphics on the walls and the artifacts on the walls of like black nagas riding on these ships. And it's in Mexico City where and you can see it. I believe Ace did a video one time. He was talking about the dragon, but he didn't have his third eye open. It was hidden to him because he didn't have his third eye open, and he missed the most. Like, I love Ace, but he missed the whole most important thing. He skipped over the dragon and saw the boats and automatically said the boats meant slavery, and not discovery. Right. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say he discovered anything because he knew it was there. Right. He didn't discover anything. He was coming out to trade 3,000 ships. And this goes back to our Olmec civilizations, and just do the research there, the Olmec and the Mesoamericas, and this goes into Kukulkan.
One thing I want to say just about Mansa Abubakari and the Malian Moors who came over, because they were different than the Moroccan Moors. There's two different lineages. What makes Florida and the coastal plains so special is that the Malian Moors from Mansa Abubakari came over from the west, but the Olmecs, who already had the lineage, you know what I'm saying, of the Kushite and of the Shi dynasty of China and Asia, they were there and they met here in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, what they call the coastal plains. And that's where you truly get the African and the American, which is still, of course, all African and all bloodlines, all lineages of Kush, you know, of this global, you know what I'm saying?
Instead of trying to, and that go back to that 12 zodiac thing, or that Osiris hidden aspect, because we say Osiris was chopped up in, they say 7 or 13 pieces, and he was chopped up because of the same envy and hate situation. This is going into this whole dragon energy, because we look at this zodiac sign, and those 12 zodiac signs plus 1, 13, and we're looking at it as these different ones, and I realize you have all those zodiacs in you, you have all those Orishas in you. You have all these zodiacs in you, you have all these Orishas in you. That means I'm not, I'm an Aries, so I hate my Leos, or I'm an Aries, so I hate these people. No, I can activate my Leo. I can activate now that I know what a Virgo is, I understand that I need to work on my inner heart chakra, my earth symbol. You see what I'm saying? Now that I know what crown chakra is, you see, so it's like, instead of trying to separate, which that's what everything is now, is disrespect and divide. Division, we're a fucking, they've sliced everything. This pie is sliced. But the 13 dragons, as you said, is connecting those 12, what they're calling junk DNA, because I keep saying this, there's no such thing as junk DNA, activating those 12 DNA strands, even if just mentally thinking about activating them. Connecting them into one, the serpent bear in that 13th DNA strand, and that's what connects us all, because this is ancient in every culture, right? The dragons. So what started you on the, don't tell me Facebook, Instagram.
Nah.
You ain't get YouTube.
Definitely not.
It's the algorithm, bro. I just saw some people do a video on it the other day. Everybody talking about it now.
Man, I first came upon the Dragon Path in 2015. I did a shroom trip, and it was me and my partner at the time, and we were in Atlanta, Georgia, and I pretty much got possessed by a tree, and the tree turned into a dragon and turned into one of my ancestors, and it told me who I was, and it told me why I was here, you know what I mean, and it told me my path and my destiny, should I accept it, and I accepted. And ever since then, I've been on a crash course, Emperor Dragonair training. You know what I mean? Even to this very day, even meeting this brother, even being here at the Bronze Kingdom, it's all a part of this initiation, you know what I mean, of the dragon. And he's shown himself a few times. I see the evidence of them in all dragons, you know what I mean, in my daily life, even if I don't see him physically.
Respect to the Monte.
Respect to the Monte. Respect to the Monte. Respect to the Monte. And it's undeniable. So, at this point, I'm just going with the flow, and I'm being in tune. I'm tapping into the dragon path, unlocking my DNA, and being a light so others can do the same.
Bro, one, like I said, beautiful. It sounds amazing. When I say prove it, I got my own stories. We're going to have her start our own Cheech Chong episodes with that, because it sounds a lot like. We went to Miami one time, and this was a big portal situation down there. And we messed around, was on Shanga, and the first time we saw a dragon. And it was a lot of strange stuff that was going on in the universe. You know, we be paying attention to everything, but that don't mean there's no control. And when it comes to cosmic, all you can do is get a line and ride that wave. But yet, like when you're doing any kind of psychedelics, I heard you talking about using these spirit medicines. Man, get you some azurite, bro. And that goes into also, I think in the 13 dragons, you said something about 13 dragons or 13 DNA strands or these 13 chakras should have 13 gemstones.
I agree.
So from starting from each one of them, which ones do you think are good? I see you got some already pulled out, but let's discuss, just quickly do a summary on each one of them. We'll be doing another video on gemstones later, so we're just going to do a quick summary of them. But you're doing this spirit work. You're doing this mental, physical, and spiritual work. And we always say we're mentally, physically strong, and we can, you know what I'm saying, we know all this. It's body sounds dangerous. It's kind of like the capoeira. We'll figure it out next time.
Sure.
But spiritually and mentally, if you're trying to protect yourself from spiritual, mental, even viruses attacks, what would you use?
Firstly that obsidian. You know what I mean? That's
Is it? Pick it up.
yeah, man. Phew, that's a great piece
What
right
kind
here.
of, is that Sheen obsidian?
Looks like it, my G.
They look like some Mesoamerican type. And obsidian's kind of going back to that whole Mexico thing. We gotta show love to Mexico, bro. Not what Mexico is now, but what Mexico, as far as our ancestors tapping into all these lands on some. I don't even like the word Aboriginal, honestly, because Aboriginal means indigenous. Like they be doing their little tricks, word tricks to your Christmas. So, but obsidian is the best spiritual protection, especially if you're doing graveyard work or anything you don't want no negativity. This is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? You can test this if you're having a bad day at work. Try obsidian sometime. Like that's a real thing. What you got next one though?
Bless. Yeah, right here. Oof, it's that aquamarine dragon head. Aquamarine, great for the throat and the third eye chakra. You know, communication, clear communication, intelligence. Great Mercury or Aishu energy, and that goes with that because of the communication and being able to travel.
Spirit and
yeah, man. This is also the dolphins have also speaking hertz. They can, you know what I mean? They communicate on the dragon frequency. So it's a great. The dragons use totem animals because they may be vibrating too high to show up in a physical form. They'll take the form or embody a totem animal like a dolphin or like a lion or like an actual serpent. You know what I mean? To get across or convey a message. You know what I mean? Or embody a certain energy. So I love aquamarine. What you think about it, man?
Bro, you just said it. Like aquamarine, most definitely throat chakra. I'm an Aries, so while everybody's always saying like you got to be able to the chemistry of stones, I've noticed that aquamarine keeps me calm. It helps me communicate. As an Aries or any kind of fire sign, bro, they always tell you to get the stone that send you in hyperdrive. No, negative. Get the stone that balance you and not send you in hyperdrive. Each stone has its cosmic purpose. It's not the stone, your birthstone. It's just you just so happen to be born at the time of this stone's frequency. So when you tap in that frequency at that time, it helps. And I love mixing aquamarine with ruby. That's my little combination right there. So it's like, and it's all about Kush because you don't know people's rising sign, they moon sign, all that. So it's like boom, it's just different combinations. You just gotta do the research on the stones. But aquamarine most definitely got in the dragon because that means the primordial. This is still the coon energy. This is still the primordial water serpents that we refuse to acknowledge. But we say we believe in Oshun's and we believe in Shangos, but these are serpents, serpent energies.
What's an example of a stone that'll send you into hyperdrive?
Herkimer diamond, diamonds in general. Most of these rappers are always rapping with these diamonds in their mouth and these diamonds on, and people are paying you to say stuff for the show. So gold is already a energy conductor. It magnifies. Just seeing gold makes you see like you gotta be careful. When you see gold, you be like, people, come on now, how many people got their head bust for some gold? Like people fake gold, people like they mine kids, they use kids to mine gold. So the Anunnaki come for gold. Like this is a rare mineral in the galactic type. This isn't just rare to you know what I'm saying? So when you're wearing these things, you gotta be responsible for the energies that you're calling in. When you're putting diamonds on with no intention, whatever you say out your mouth, you're gonna manifest. Especially on a day like this, where you want to be very intentional about everything you do, bro. Because you say the wrong shit out your mouth, man. And if I die, I'm going to murder. And then a week later, and we love you, and I love, you know what I'm saying? I love Trey, but it's like we gotta think better because we know it's like I'm not here to repeat the same cycle. I'm here to indigenous futurism. I'm here to take it to the next, update the culture. You know what I'm saying? This is technology. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing the same thing. We gotta update. They know the. You know what I'm saying? So, my bad. That went off on a tangent on that one.
Good,
So let me ask you a question. What they asked from? What's the best advice about a dragon altar, man? Like if you're getting in the draconian path, or first off, you tapping into your DNA, so we can't skip our ancestors.
Right.
So you shouldn't be in the dragon path before you have your ancestor situation. Your ancestors. See, you just said your ancestor, what was inside of you on this medicine, because when you're on these medicines, these python packs, these drag black teas that we, you know what I'm saying, we be hooking up. I think you be doing the retreats sometimes, don't you?
For sure.
We'll talk about that later, but I heard about that black dragon wine and the python packs.
And we got
But
the chocolates too.
before we jump into that altar part, I know I just brought that up, but I just realized something. What we're doing right now, these video scrolls, I really want to do that. Like this is like sound information. This is studying the Moorish astronomy. You know what I'm saying? This is the 5% book of knowledge. This is the book of the Gospel of Barnabas. This is the Kushite scroll. This is all these kind of things combined into one. So I don't want nobody to just jump on YouTube that you just came from a bunch of. And I'm not saying this isn't a great place to do your research, because the 13 Dragon thing. I'm reading the book. I'm looking at the rough drafts of it, and I'm loving it. You're giving everything in one. But is that hurting the process? And also, I know I'm asking a lot of questions, but also as far as the altars, we can't jump to the draconian altars. I gotta say that, like, before we get into this next conversation, don't start trying to get into the draconian energy or dragon energy before you tap into your ancestor energy, which is still your dragon energy, but you have to. It's a chain of command. It's your DNA strand. That red, black, and green has nothing to do with blood on the ground. It has everything to do with your DNA going as above, so below. That's that serpent, Kundalini energy. So make sure you tend to your ancestor altar, your ancestor energies, respecting to our ancestors, respect to all the grand dragons before us, Bobby Hemmett's, Dr. Delbert Blair's, Sister Myra Moss, Dr. Phil Valentine's, Dr. Clark's, like it's so many. If you forget Tahir RBG's, T Mayat's,
The list goes on.
it's the Van J's, the list is going on. But in indigenous futurism, as far as this 13 Dragon is like, we take pride in saying we about to take it to the next level and open up doors for that they ain't never seen as far as galactic, and bringing the whole dragon thing to, like, imagine us on a disciplined path. And that's what it is, discipline and appreciation. Discipline. So discipline start with your ancestor altar. But for the ones that are ready for this shit, we still working on these 13 stones, and all right, these are your synergy grids for your draconian altar, right? So how would you work on your altar? And we right now we're on the amethyst. So how is amethyst important on your altar for your dragon altar or your synergy altar? Let's say you don't like the word altar. Your grid. Let's say the word grid. Whatever word you want to play with right now. A grid in your home.
Yeah. Well, firstly, just setting the altar. We speak about dragons. We speak about unlocking the DNA strand. And what I've come to realize is that the double helix that we know, the DNA strand now, is time and space, right? And as they intertwine throughout, we move through them, and they make up our physical reality. They are the X and Y axis of our reality. So that's on the macro scale. On the micro scale, we have our altar. So you have to make sure you respect and set the space and set the time that you have, you know what I mean, for your altar. You know what I mean? Clean it, clear it out, have a specific time that you go to it, that you honor it. You know what I mean? Light candles, activate it in its proper sense. Say your mantras, say your, you know what I mean? Go through your foundation. Set your foundation for your altar, because if you bring a high vibrational, high frequency, you know what I mean, things like, you know what I mean, tridents and, you know what I mean, dragon heads and, you know what I mean, different things of that nature, that you want to make sure that that space, that plane is just clear so the energy can move freely through it. And that's like, you know, that's how you go and deliberately start to activate your DNA, because as you make the space and time for your altar, you make space and time for yourself, you make space and time for other people, you make space and time for all things that are on this reality.
You discipline yourself, you move in intention.
Exactly.
It goes right back to that same shit. Everything is based on your intentions. your stones, your synergy stones. When you're talking about your DNA strands, you're still talking about your synergy.
Exactly.
Which stone plays on your violin? What stone plays on your, what's that, the heart chakra, not the flute, but the harp.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The harp. So which one of these crystals? You have amethyst.
Yeah, I was gonna get into the amethyst is one of
Yeah.
my personal favorites. That and of course the moldavite right next to it. The amethyst is really for that third eye, for that crown. You know, it really helps your vision. I'm a third eye, not dominant, but that's one of my stronger chakras. Is my third eye, so it really helps with the vision. It really helps with seeing things out and really getting a vivid, clear picture. When we talk about stones, we talk about clarity as one of the main factors, right? In gemology and, you know what I mean, the gemologists and whatnot, being able to see through life and see through different challenges and circumstances and see what is really happening is probably one of the best things. It's definitely great for ancestor communication as well.
Bro.
You know what I mean, with the ashe to that, you know what I'm saying? Known and unknown, they all come in and vibe with you. So go ahead.
Amethyst is funny because it's one of the stones because it's abundant. We overlook it and we don't appreciate it because it's abundant. It's kind of like black people. We don't appreciate it because it's abundant. It's melanin. We don't appreciate it. Trees, we don't appreciate it. But amethyst, right, is one of the most powerful crystals because it's one of my first stones I ever had. But if you're on spirit molecule, if you're on any kind of spirit medicines, you're on that medicine. And you out there doing your work. You out there activating your DNA. Your DNA is your melanin, right? And you put a piece of amethyst on your third eye and close your eyes while you're on that medicine. Bro, you tapping into all sorts of ethers. You're tapping into all sorts of stuff, man. And this is like dead serious. Don't take my word for it. You ain't even gotta be on medicine. Go outside, sun gaze, look up at the star and look up at the sun and just put the amethyst and let the sun go through the amethyst and through, like you said, clarity, let the sun just go through, beam through the amethyst onto your third eye. But like I said, we just paraphrasing. What you got next for us?
So right here is that good old, that moldavite, man.
That's a nice side piece of motorbike you got there, sir.
Man, I think
I hate for you to drop there.
Man, matter of fact, I'm gonna just sit it right here. I'll hold it long enough.
Next one, I have to do a video with my wife because she actually is the one that actually put me up on motorbike and put me up on that. But in researching, because everything revolves on research. Motorbike, most definitely. I'm not like one of these crackers gonna sit here and bullshit y'all and say, oh, we know where it's from. It's from Sirius. It's from this planet. It's from that planet. Bro, the universe is unlimited, infinite. They don't know where it's from. I don't know where it's from. It came from the galactic. It came from a gift from the space. If you were playing Super Mario and some shit come from the sky, you'd be like, oh, the universe gave it to it. The mushroom, power up. Motivite is most definitely a power tool. Acceleration tool. This is my first ever piece of Motivite. This was started my company, Orisha Stone. Check out the Instagram, Orisha Stone. Like dead serious. You can look at the timeline and see from start to where we started and where we're finishing. No, we ain't even finished yet, but where we at with it right now, you know what I'm saying? And that's been 4 years now. It is an accelerator, but you have to have intention. Don't get motivated if you have no intention, because that's like getting a Ferrari and you just got your permit.
Right.
So, and you have to do your research, man. Research the crystal that fell out of Lucifer's crown. Research the crystal on the gem that's on the Holy Grail. Research the emerald tablets. The emerald tablets stuff. I said research Motivite / emerald tablets. And when you start tapping in that, I can't paraphrase it, but you have to do your research. Research dragon skin, Motivite, and we call it so many different things, tic-tac, whatever. But it's still like you have to do the research for yourself. That's why people have all these videos of their Motivite experience. But I like to go on facts of the matter of why did they hide it? Why was it at the first goddess feet? Why is this the stone that the philosopher's stone that Genghis Khan hunted down? Napoleon hunted down, Hannibal. There's certain stones that we're going to these great leaders. Hannibal had stones. Napoleon had his synergy stones. So we're not telling you some shit on some cornball shit like starting a fad. Now that everybody's in the crystals, beautiful. I'm not mad. Like everybody jump on. Not everybody's in it, but now have intention with it. And once you do, you have these synergy stones that can make you be the best person, the best version of yourself, which makes everything better. Especially as us melanated beings, we are the symbiote. You feel me? And being natural, you ain't gotta worry about nothing, because that's why they get rid of people like Dr. Sebi before COVID hit. Because if he's telling you ahead of time, eat healthy, you're about to be super soldiers. Who's his first general super soldier? Nipsey.
For sure.
Think about it, bro. You got a crip, rolling 60, alkaline, warrior, general, telling niggas eat healthy, live longer. Stop eating. Because once you start eating healthy and getting rid of them parasites, because that's what you got parasites running you from all sorts of stuff we eat. We're not gonna go there right there. But yo, shout out Dr. Sadie Black, hashtag Black History Month. Let's go ahead and skip motivate, because like I said, me and my wife are gonna do a video on that next. Vicky is the queen, the goddess of motivate. What we got next on?
Oh man, right here, I'm gonna go at the bottom. This is that Ruby. This is crazy. This one I knew Nabi was the truth. Well, this is one of the things I knew when he was the truth. He has this ruby carved serpent. Like, who does this? Who does this? Where they do that at?
I'm gonna hit you with the tie here. Y'all think y'all looking, but y'all not really looking. Y'all think y'all looking.
Bro, like, ruby is the ultimate emperor's stone. It's the ultimate ruler's stone. It's the ultimate king's stone, of course, along with some of the green stones like jade and lapis lazuli, but it's a part of that trio, you know. But ruby is great for energy, vitality.
The king of gems.
The king of gems, you know, vitality, energy, you know, power, you know what I'm saying? But it's very easy to get carried away with ruby. You gotta be able to be disciplined with ruby. Ruby with the undisciplined mind is...
That's deep, yeah. Intention and discipline. That'll go back to the discipline. That's your first dragon is discipline.
For sure. And just the dragon code, I just want to say this, right? The dragon code. Code is an acronym. Consistency, organization, discipline, execution. CODE, code. You feel me? Dragon code. All right, back to regularly scheduled program. This ruby, you know what I'm saying, is just, you can look throughout history, you know what I mean? I know y'all probably gonna do a whole segment on this as well, but you can look throughout history how rubies have been treasured. You could go through the mythology, through all the legends. Dragons love rubies. It's one of the quickest ways to get their attention. It's one of the quickest ways to get some shit done. Respect to the Monte, respect to the Monte, respect to the Monte. They love rubies, you know? So if there's ever a time where you need a dragon, you need some help, you need something to go down, and your intentions are pure, you really, you know what I mean, you in tune with the frequency, pull out that ruby. Yeah, and we even go to creating that dragon eye when we get a little
all
deeper
your
into
rituals,
it.
all your full moons.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially blood moons, all your full moons. I'll say this too. This ruby is a root chakra. And I did it in a curled serpent. Because your serpent is your survival mode. That's your attack mode. That's your basic just sit still and kill when you have to kill and sit still. That's where they got us in that box. But when the serpent starts moving up, I'm talking about that 2 DNA strand or the 13 dragons, like I said, keep on going the same things, going to sound repetitive. But when your serpent comes up your kundalini and gets to the top and gets those wings, that's when it becomes a serpent with wings is a dragon. And that's why you see all the Egyptians or Kemet anywhere. Even if you look at the Dogon, if you look at Mali, if you look at Benin, Nigeria, Olokun, when you look at most of those statues in West Africa, like I said, we're in the house of Olokun. We're in the Bronze Kingdom. Come check it out for yourself. See it for yourself. But if you look at a lot of these statues, you'll see the serpent on their head, and this is Benin, this is West Africa. You see the serpent on the head in Egypt, same thing. You see the serpent in the head in Colombia. It's, and for us, it means the messenger of Olokun. The messenger of Olokun in the Bible is the messenger of God. When they, and I think I said this last time, when they were disobedient, God sent fiery serpents to bite them, and the only way you can get healed is to touch the bronze serpent. Technology type shit. Let me leave it at that. So you put that back on there like we weren't. Oh, you had something?
Well, yeah, I wanted to say, so it's amazing because in all the cultures they have the base as the serpent, right? And then at the crown they have some type of bird, whether it's an eagle, a falcon, you know, mainly an eagle, right? But the serpent with wings is a dragon. So the eagle meets the serpent, you know what I mean? It's usually in that heart. You know what I mean? That's why the green and the fire and the emerald. And
Nah,
the
bro,
jade.
we gon'
My bad.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The emerald and the jade and the Yemenju or the Yemenjade. You know what I'm saying?
Or motivate. Because it's still heart chakra. It's literally intention repelling what your heart desires, not money. What do you want after the money? You want the money to buy something. Now, what crystal is this?
That's brass. That's a dorje.
What does Dorje mean?
The dorje or the vajra means the thunderbolt or the diamond.
The indestructible
Diamond. You know what I mean? It is known as in the Hindu texts of the Vedas is venerated, but it's all in all ancient texts. Tibetan, Shango's axe was a vajra. Thor's hammer was a vajra.
Thor ain't Shango, so don't.
That's what I'm
not
saying.
on this. Not on this channel here. So,
You know what I'm saying?
No Thor here, nigga. Shango.
So whoever, or any thunder god that you've ever known.
Shango.
Is-
Oya.
They were
Kalima. Shiva.
Exactly.
Shiva.
Indra, they all work with these vajras, the lightning bolt. This is the illumination of life. This is the spark, the aha moment, the oh shit. You know what I mean?
Now,
Go ahead.
No, the reason for me that this is important to be on your altar, and I said this like your synergy stones, but this is important because first off is bronze. Now this is Tibetan bronze, which is funny because they got the whole concept from Benin bronze, but we're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? But this is how intelligent our ancestors were to know how to vibrate off of bronze, right? Now, the cool thing about this is the ritual, and don't take my word for it, it's in a book. You go do the research on it, go do the YouTubes on it. A vajra, if you set it down, whatever energy you ask for, that's the only energy that can come forth. If no other energy, no other spirit would take the chance of coming here and getting his body taken over. This is like the ultimate cosmic intercom, what you call. So when we talk about bad spirits and everything else, if I only want to talk to my dragon, north, south, east, west, whatever, right? This is my walkie-talkie. And this is how we start setting our intentions and make sure, you see what I'm saying? So get you certain things that are meaningful to your Monte, your dragon. I say.
The legend for the vajra or the dorje is that the prongs, which are now closed, used to be open, and when it was open, it was like a bomb, like a cosmic interstellar bomb. You know what I mean?
I bet you don't know who closed it.
The Buddha,
Nigga, what you smoking? Wait, the Buddha who?
the Naka.
The Naka Buddha?
Yeah.
What we talking about right now? You said the Buddha. So he said the Buddha decided he wanted to close it because it was too powerful, so he shut it down.
For sure.
The Buddha said, so who was the Buddha?
So the Buddha who they speak who did it is the Guan. I don't want to
No, I'm gonna know who was the Buddha.
Guantanamo. Oh yeah, of course. That is the Naga. That is the Kushite. That is the melanated one.
That's an African?
That is global, all over the world. But it's been venerated in India, China, Japan. You know, all over Southeast Asia.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We're gonna cut this one short because, man, I know you gotta get back on the road. You headed to Atlanta. So you already know, usually we do this when you get back. But we waited a little bit. I got a gift for you. No, nigga, not the bag. Steak. That's crazy. Got something for you.
Okay.
Because you're on your journey, you don't need no more fire, you need some wisdom. So we got something for you to help you on your journey. You're in the game. EA Sports. Sports for the top 10.
Sapphire boys. That's how we rocking right now.
I mean,
With the card, like.
we ain't really been rocking with Sapphire like that. I'm an Aries, so I'm rocking with Sapphire like that, but you know what I'm saying?
What? That's how we rocking right now. I come back off the
Look,
road.
I see you doing big things. Shit, it's respect. Shit, that's how we do. Like everybody got their big boy journeys. We ain't on no temple stones around here. We on some gods. We on some king shit. Shiva came down with rubies on. Shit, Shiva came down with rubies on. Shango came down with rubies on. You see what I'm saying? The gemstone game. This is our lineage. You talking about DNA? This is our lineage. This is where it's at. We just distracted right now. But that's why they really taking the land. So shit, we give this back. We get our damn status back. You know what I'm saying? Status and gems. Shit, and artifacts and gems. Shit, we back.
Wow.
Why we live in anything else? If you can get paid off being holistic and taking care of yourself and being a God, why are you doing anything else? Shit, get on that sapphire shit.
Man.
Shit, get on that sapphire shit. Wisdom.
Sheesh.
Alright, guys. Well, like I said, man, Sapphire, do the research on that. Do the research on it. I gave it to you, but I can't do the homework for you, fam.
Bro, trust me.
When you got these stones, and I ain't got mine on me. When you got these stones, bro, you got to do the research on it. That's what they wrote. I think the 10 Commandments. They say it was written on sapphire. I don't know. You got to go to
Sephiroth.
You got to go to Vatican and find out. But until you get there, enjoy your travels, man. Have safe travels. Bring me something back from one of the motherlands, bro. Kabbalah team, let them know if they need anything. Sapphire, rubies, emeralds, man. Tell me, God. Tell my brother Q, man, because he looked like he gonna run through something.
Yeah, we gonna do big things.
Live long and prosper, man. Man, peace, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope we gave y'all something. Next, we gonna have me and Abiki Roo talking about some important gems. Come visit us, man. Come visit us at the Bronze Kingdom, BK50. Or holler at us on Instagram, Orisha Stone. Man, we love y'all, man. I love you.